Why am I not getting
Gangster.
this?
What I'm saying to your face.
In stream. It should be live streaming, but I'm not seeing it. Excellent connection. Okay. There it is. There we are. Now we're live. Now we are live.
Oh,
Right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you-
Oh boy. Okay.
all right.
Now we can go ahead and get our thing out there. Of course, you guys share it. Of course, you guys share it, which I'm trying to do as we speak. And we'll get next week on the title screen. That's what I gotta do. It's like my first big one. First big one. Let me go back. No, let me go back to back. Anyway, how y'all doing this morning?
Man, alive. I think alive is probably the most real thing to say. I'm just happy to be alive. And I'm a little tired, but I'm here. I'm ready. I'm excited for football.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how this first week goes. Right now, it's all speculation. There's a lot of trades you want to make, but like, don't know what to do exactly. And I think after this week, you can. At least I have more grounds to make bigger assumptions and start trying to really push the waiver wire and start making trades and figuring out who the hell to start. I feel like I have a lot of receivers and I don't know who to start. And this week I'm gonna feel really stupid. Like I feel dumb for not starting Gronk.
Yeah.
I should have known, but now I have enough basis to start him next week with a little bit of confidence.
I like
I
it.
feel the same way with Antonio Brown. Like Antonio Brown on my bench popped off, played really great, and what a fun game to have watched. And if he would have been on my starting roster, it would have been even better, right? Because you're watching the touchdowns happen in real time. You're getting the points. You're being updated. And I completely forgot about the matchups. You know, I just forgot that potentially the Bucks and the Cowboys is going to be a high shootout game. And you know, it only makes sense to have started someone like that, knowing the history with Tom Brady. But I mean, that's fantasy football. You know, you have a bunch of wideouts. You're playing the matchups, and you hope to be correct. And all you can do is
And there's a world where, when you draft Antonio Brown, it's almost guaranteed that you've drafted better receivers before him. So, it's not, you look at matchups, but it's like, he's probably your third or fourth receiver off the board, maybe, if that, maybe fourth or fifth even. So it's, but that being said, I had him sit on one of my leagues on the bench as well. And I don't know, I saw one article where it was like, oh man, Antonio Brown's playing like he did back in Pittsburgh. And I was like, great, I'll draft him. That's all I need to hear. Like, thanks for the heads up. And it's 22 points, like I'll take it all day.
Did you start him in one league? Or
No. He's also on the bench in our dynasty league. So, but it's a dynasty league. We're starting from the bottom. So
It's always
yeah.
a pain.
He's Antonio Brown is reformed, and I'm here for the next step of his journey, building a dynasty.
yeah. Hey, this is he's in a good spot.
Oh yeah.
That's how you build it. Honestly, that's how you build it.
Is he still staying at Tom Brady's house or no?
Hey, we're not going to shame anyone for housing. The way housing is, landlords do. They're vultures, and like
I mean, look,
it's just rough out here.
if there's anyone's house you can stay at in the NFL, I probably want to stay at Tom Brady's house. Like, let's be real here. Like, I don't like.
Yeah.
You saw how much he partied last season. This dude's living his best life right now. He's just like, okay,
Yeah.
like this is exactly this is what I'm doing every day. I'm getting drunk. I'm throwing my trophies. I have 8 of them. I don't care if one breaks. I got like 6 others on deck. Like I'm good.
Yeah. He never had a hangover too. Like I know Tom Brady just wakes up like 5:45 a.m. every day.
Well, yeah, he's still hydrated. I'm surprised he got drunk at all. Just eating tomatoes and drinking water all day.
Or probably just
big-
take like 2 beers and he's just like hammered. He's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
What is it?
Getting drunk.
I just poisoned my body.
yeah, he's like, well, this is great. This is awesome. Giselle's gonna make me oatmeal in the morning.
There
Man.
we go. Then I'll share this. Make sure we all live on here.
We're live.
Make sure you guys have your rosters updated too. I feel like
Did
this is
right
like
before.
the first show of the new season in terms of like starts and sits and things like that. First Sunday show, but there was a lot of moments where we're doing the Sunday morning show, and we're freaking talking about who to start. Hey, get this guy to that. Plot twist: I didn't even update my own roster. I lose, and I've been giving advice the whole time.
The best moments on these shows are when we are like, "Hey, you gotta start this guy. I feel like big things are coming," and then we end up like someone picks him up while we're talking.
Oh
Like,
my
great,
god.
and then you
Oh.
almost feel like slighted, like, oh, no, you have to do that.
That happened.
So-
That happened to me last season. I felt a certain way. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, yada yada
Friends.
yada. That's the thing
Yeah.
I heard about doing our drafts together is that like who's your draft sleeper? And I'm like, I don't want to
Yeah.
really say. Adam Roberts, what's up, brother? He hops in the chat. He says, what's up, guys? Jane Robinson or Raheem Mostert in the flex? No PPR. Both could have huge days. That is a very interesting question. We have 49ers against the Lions. That sounds enticing already. And we
Yeah.
have James Robinson on the Jaguars against the Texans with no Deshaun Watson. They're going with Tyrod Taylor, the man who was stabbed in the heart by his own team. That is
Something like that.
interesting.
Something like that.
That's an interesting question. I
So,
feel like
Mostert or who?
Mostert or James Robinson, right? So, like, let's say skill to skill, right? Who do we think is a better athlete, James Robinson or Mostert, right?
James Robinson.
Well, I feel like didn't Mostert at one point last season or the season before clock like the fastest speed, like running downfield?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
buff too.
It's more like a
He also
circus
broke
animal.
his arm, I think, one season. That was pretty intense.
Like he's fast. Okay, James Robinson is like stronger and like physically more durable, right? But
yeah, well, go ahead, man.
No, you go for it, Dubs.
I was just gonna say, normally I would say James Robinson off reflex. I think it's gonna be a breakout year for James Robinson. It's week 1 hasn't even really started yet, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. This is James Robinson's year right here. I'm guaranteeing it. That being said, Mostert's going to a buffet today. You know, there's no wait times. There's nothing. They're gonna eat, and the Lions are just gonna keep refilling the plates. There's gonna be nothing there. The Lions are like 9-point underdogs today. They should smash on them. All the 49ers should go off today. So if you got a 49er and he's going to get the ball anywhere from like 12 to 15 times, you got to throw him in.
Here's a question, Ron. What's your jersey right now? What are you wearing?
Detroit Lions, baby.
Amen.
Okay,
brother,
so you're a
amen.
Lions fan.
Amen.
What is your
Got it.
defense looking like?
Defense is looking very bad. I know we had to place Decker on the IR, and he's a pretty strong, solid guy that we need. Yeah, we're not looking good. We're not looking good.
I go Mostert then. I go Mostert.
And I'm gonna say this about Mostert. Sermon, I think Sermon's not playing today, so I think Mostert's gonna get the bulk of the carries today. He's gonna just be fed, and if the Niners are up the way that they should be, then they're just gonna keep running the ball.
That's one thing they commit to. Is they commit to the run. So I would say Mostert. Mostert seems like the smarter decision. Texans should be. They're both really good options, to be frank. But I feel like Mostert.
I would
is the
love
guy.
to have both those options as my flex. Like, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
Chris DeClue says, I need a WR2 flex. I got Jarvis Landry, Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, and Marvin Jones Jr. And this is number 2 flex. I like Landry for the Chiefs, honestly. Just because, again, in the offseason, I've been watching the Browns. I'm watching the Browns very closely. I have Baker Mayfield as a quarterback in a dynasty league. They met this past offseason to practice their plays, practice throwing together, and really getting that chemistry down. So I feel confident about that going into week 1. Yes, it's preseason, but knowing that the team beyond that has been meeting aside from practices to get better, and there's a will to get better. They're really trying to push and take the division. I like that. The Chiefs defense, what was it I was reading earlier? The Chiefs defense, no, I have nothing on there. But I do have this fact that the Browns have the highest graded O-line, which allows more time for Baker Mayfield to throw. Corey Davis, frankly, I'm not going to lie to you, I forget what team he's on off the top of my head. I saw it on the draft. Oh, okay, yeah, Jets, Jets. I mean, yes, it's a different Jets team, but it's too early to really kind of make that sense. I'd rather go with a player who has performed better on a team that has been consistent and that is on the uprise versus me jumping into the new thick of it on this first week. So I would go Jarvis Landry.
We're choosing 2 or 1?
He needs a WR. This is his WR2.
WR.
Devontae
So
Adams
whoever you feel
is
good
number
about.
1.
Oh, okay, that's sick.
So,
Dubs,
I mean, I like I do like Corey Davis because he's confident right now. So Corey Davis, probably one of the most confident receivers in the league. He's like Lil Wayne when like the Carter 3 came out. He's like, well, no, he's the Carter 2 Lil Wayne. So he hasn't made the Carter 3 yet, but he's ready to, and he wants this season to be his Carter 3. So he's excited. If
You
you
want that
Google
card.
Corey Davis right now, the first article comes up. I know I'm the number one receiver in this league. Like, he's
Let's,
ready to go.
Let's open up these bad boys too. I know.
You know what's crazy is I instinctively just cracked mine right now. I haven't even taken a sip, but I just cracked it. And I needed the juice.
Darnell, get your drink ready, dude.
Oh, yes.
And
Boom.
for anyone watching,
Exactly.
grab a beer, dude.
Yeah.
It's football, man. Football started, dude. Let's enjoy
Mm.
yourselves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Normally
he's
I'd be
right.
drinking
I'm
a
sorry.
beer.
He needs two. He needs a WR2 and a flex. So I'm sorry. Totally right.
Oh yeah, this is terrible. This is a terrible drink.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Who are the other options outside of the anyone against the Chiefs has an upside because in theory the Chiefs defense isn't great, but they keep scoring points, and so there's
Yeah.
going to be a constant back and forth in theory.
In theory, yes.
But Corey Davis, I'm not scared of him. There's upside.
Yeah.
There's upside. You gotta respect a man's
Well, let's let
confidence.
this Jarvis Landry and Corey Davis in, because you have Elijah Moore and Marvin Jones Jr. I don't like Marvin Jones Jr. I feel like he's toward the end of his career. Again, another player whose team I can't even forget about where he's at right now.
So he's someone that you want as your flex. Like, he's just a perfect flex guy. He's someone that you can just plug in and he could get you a TD in a few yards. Like, that's what you want. You don't want him to be your WR2. You just want him to, get you some solid points. The thing with Marvin Jones, though, he was acquired with a purpose, but also he's like the third receiver because you got Chark, Laviska, and you have Marvin Jones. So just to start off right out the gate, I probably wouldn't do that. I like your Corey Davis pick because I know Jamison Crowder. I think he's still on the Jets. I think he's out. Like, he's not playing.
Yeah.
So he's the guy. He's also the preseason standout. A lot of hype on Corey Davis. So I'm a big fan of him. And Landry is your Mr. Safe guy. So if he's your WR2 right now, then so be it. Every year he gets 1,000 yards. He gets his touchdowns. Whenever OBJ fails, he prevails. So I like those two picks.
And that rhymed. Okay, there you go.
I almost don't hate this. Now that I'm really thinking about it. Oh man. Okay, I kind of hate it. But
yeah,
just
what were you about to say?
Throw Corey Davis and Elijah Moore in there. Let's just let the Jets go.
Just
let
double
them go.
up.
Just
Who the Jets playing?
Man.
Jets are playing
Against
Panthers.
Carolina.
Yeah, why not?
Little revenge game. Against Darnold, right?
That's an interesting game. I would say it's just week one. I feel like it's week one. Sit back and watch and see what happens. Because, I mean, it's week one. So I feel like if they pop off, you really can't blame yourself. It's like, go with, if you get that week one win, you start off on a really solid foot. You don't feel like you're playing catch up. That also gives you more powers in terms of trading. That's what I'm like, just go Landry. And then
if you're a gambler, like Dub said, if you're a gambler and you're like, fucking dude, let's have fun, like, then just go all Jets, dude. You're gonna be repping Jets today. And you might look like a fool, or you might look like a king. I mean, who knows, right?
It can really go either way.
Yeah, but Davis Landry is probably the best bet.
JP asks, full PPR, he's got Jared Judy or he's got Davis. Is that Mark Davis? You're JP?
Mike Davis.
I'm sorry, I said Mark Davis. Wow. It's early. Is it Mike Davis? If it's Mike Davis, I'm going to say Mike Davis without a doubt. If I can have a running back that can like somewhat perform in the flex, I want him in the flex, and I think Mike Davis is going to have a really good year. So I would go him. If it's Mike Davis without a doubt.
Yeah, Mike Davis showed last year when he gets the ball, he can play. He can.
Corey
put numbers
Davis
on the board.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Corey Davis.
Oh, Corey Davis. Oh, well, yeah, Corey Davis. I mean, we just talked about him over Judy. I mean, look, the Broncos are the Broncos. I'd go Corey Davis this week personally.
I would go Corey Davis just with production. Yeah, like just Jerry Judy can pop off, but the Jets are just Corey Davis is their guy. Like that, they're gonna have to use him. He's gonna be used a lot, and there's not that much competition when it comes to snaps and full point PPR. Like he's gonna get those receptions for you.
To be clear, the Jets still suck. Like the Jets are trash.
Yeah, but a sucky losing team can still get you solid fantasy football points, which
that's
time
true.
and time.
Worst things have happened. Okay. This is a Tailgate Show. We're answering any starts and sit questions you may have for last minute. Again, we want to talk about some bets they have in NFL because the best thing to do is look at Vegas where the money is, and the money will usually tell you where people's feelings are going to be. So with that being said, Mike, take us through some of the bets.
Let's see. We got a couple games here we can talk about. I think the first big game is going to be Steelers and Bills. The Bills are 6.5 point favorites, and the over-under here is 48. Now, Darnell, I know you had a couple of stats for this game. Do you still have those up?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So, for you said, and this is the which one?
The Steelers at the Bills.
Okay, Steelers Bills. Just some quick facts for you. All right, Bills have won 6 of the straight games to end last season. So they went out on last season on a very high note. They were on fire. They won every game of the regular season. Obviously, they didn't win every game in the playoffs because obviously. But again, they were on fire. Where you have the Steelers, on the contrary, started off really hot last season, and I think most people were calling them the kind of the ugliest. Like, were they 7-0 team or something like that? I forgot wherever they were. They're on a streak, but they were like the ugliest team to be at that. And then it showed because they very quickly fell apart. So you have the difference in those teams right now. Steelers last year averaged 84.4 rushing yards per game, which is not much. It's less than 100 a game. And it had 3.6 yards per carry. But again, that was under James Conner. We have new Najee Harris. Bills have won, was it 3 out of 4 of their, so they won 75% of their week 1 games under their new head coach, under their current head coach. So it's very likely, it's more than half likely that they're going to win. And then finally, the Steelers have lost 4 of their starting O-linemen from last season.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's rough. But the Steelers were struggling before anyway. I think that number one, you shouldn't bet on week 1 football. You just shouldn't. You should wait. See how things go. I mean, one of the games we're going to talk about, all the quarterbacks are new. It's just crazy. But this isn't that game. I'm taking the Steelers with the points here. And you don't want to know why? I'll never say this for any other week, but I just saw a stupid TikTok and it convinced me that the Steelers are going to win. And it wasn't a good TikTok. It wasn't remotely convincing. It was just kind of a joke TikTok. But I was like, you know what? This makes sense in my head. And that's it. I don't even want to describe it. It was so dumb. But I'm going Steelers plus 6.5. So,
Plus,
with the points,
bonkers. Yeah, it's bonkers that they're plus 6.5 right now. I like it a lot. I'm huge on it, and just to throw in a little prop bet, get a little Juju touchdown prop bet. He's gonna get one today. People make fun of him, his little TikTok dances. He got criticized so bad, and people forget he was the WR1 on that team. Now he's like their WR3. He's gonna get a TD today.
I think. Well, if you had to say, who would you say is a WR1 on that squad? Like,
it's a mishmash. It's like 1A, 1B with Deontay
Johnson,
and Chase Claypool, and then Juju. He didn't do that well last season, and so he kind of went down. I think he recognized he was doing a little bit too much with not a lot of reward, and so I think he's gonna change it up this season.
Okay. All right, well, then, speaking of other games, what's our next game, Mike?
All right. And then the over-under there, 248. I'm going to go over. I've never seen a Steelers game that I feel like – all the Steelers games that I've watched, I feel like they just keep scoring. So, there's something about Big Ben, especially if he's like a little chubby. Like, if he's looking like me right now, like, I just see him hanging back, just kind of chucking him up. Like, in my mind, he gets tired real quick. Like, he's out of breath. So he's like, I'm going to just throw this ball as far as I fucking can so that we can get off the field and I can go sit down again. And so they just throw some bombs and they'll just keep scoring. So I'm going over here on this one. I don't know about you boys.
Ooh.
Over with the Steelers and
yeah.
It's Sunday, bro. This is the first Sunday.
You know what? I know at Steelers plus 6.5. That's not bad because you need them to be within 7 points. I think that can happen. Sweep 1 and once get the rest off. Yeah. I do think Bills will ultimately win the game, but I can see the Steelers getting within a touchdown. Yeah. 48 over under. I'm gonna say this is probably going to be. I think it's gonna be over. I don't think each team's known for their outstanding defense, so I'm going to take the over for that. I'm going to say Steelers and I'm going to say over. I think we're going to have a fun, high-scoring game. That should make everyone
We're all
happy.
on Steelers and over then. So it's going to go the exact opposite. There's no
good. Yeah, if you any bettors out there?
Keep in mind, for the first game of the season, they had what? Everyone on TV had Tampa Bay. Like, it was like undeniably everyone was saying Tampa Bay was going to win.
Yeah.
And they did. Like,
yeah. Oh, true, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it just works out.
Sometimes.
The next games here, we got Browns at Chiefs. So Browns, once a joke, are now an organization that people can look at. Chiefs are 5-point underdogs, and the over-under here is 54.5. Darnell, you got any stats for this game?
Oh, I got some fun facts for you, my brother. I got some
Okay,
fun
okay.
facts.
Wow, what you got for funsies?
Okay, let me pull up. All right, so for the Browns and Chiefs, each of the last 7 wins by the Chiefs have been fewer than 6 points, meaning it's been a game of inches, yards, and field goals. So
Yeah.
and that's been their last 7. That's the last 7 wins. Losses obviously has been different, but that's the last 7 wins. Browns have not, however, won their season opener in 16 seasons. So in 16 seasons, 16 years, since what? Man, I need some math. 2005. 2005 was the last time they won their week 1. But that strangely gives me confidence because all good things must end, even the bad things. So all bad
Yeah,
things
they were
must
bad for a lot of those years.
Yeah. So I mean, it's got to break at some point. I will say Chiefs have. Here's the contrary of that. The Chiefs have won 6 straight week 1 games. So yeah.
It's like streak versus streak.
Streak
Like,
versus
what-
streak.
Break first. Yeah.
But what a way to break the streak, though. Mahomes has. This is wild. Here's a fun fact for you. Mahomes is 10-0, right?
Yeah.
With 32 pass touchdowns and 0 interceptions in the month of September. In the month of September, he has never thrown an interception. However, he's thrown 32 touchdowns, just 4 games in the month of September on a normal week, a normal 4 Sunday kind of month. Meaning that what? And some quick math here. That's what? That's not
Really
8.
good.
Is that 8? Is that 8? Alexa,
Too many numbers for me.
what's 32 divided by 4?
Oh, it's 8. Yeah, my bad.
It's definitely 8.
Could have done that one.
Yeah, baby, I do know some math. Let's go. So 8 touchdowns. I don't know where I was going with that math. It's good. Anyway,
it's good.
Browns for the highest rated O-line though,
Are you
which
saying
is
they're gonna score 8 touchdowns?
no. But I was trying to think how much he scores a week. I'm like, I guess on average, but it's not like it's more than just 4 weeks. So I guess each week 1 he throws. I guess. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's so many touchdowns. It was like that's something where you have the math and you're like, what am I doing with this? And you just kind of like fumble with it. I had a place I was going to. I did not get there. But anyway, Chiefs are 7-1 under Andy Reid in the opener. So
Yeah. Chiefs are. I mean, I'm not betting against the Chiefs here. Not even thinking about it. Patrick Mahomes is scary. I think he's like he just reminds me of a kid still who just loves it and is just so good at it. And so he's just going to come out there like he's having fun. He hasn't been able to play football in months.
well, I mean, the
He's ready to go.
last time he played, it was brutal. It was like that was not the way you want to go out.
Yeah, so he's going to come back and he's going to show them how it is. And the Browns, unfortunately, have to be the ones to play in week 1, but it's got to be someone. And just happy it's not the Chargers this year. And but the Browns, I mean, yeah, I'm taking Chiefs -4. Easy,
huh?
Yeah, just because it's -4. Now, if it was like -7.5, like I think Browns could cover the spread, but with it being 4, I don't like that at all, dude. Chiefs, it is.
And I'm just going to say over because I don't know. Even though it's 54.5, it's super high. But I'm just going to say over.
Here's what I'm going to do. Again, all streaks must end. I'm going to go with the Browns +5. And I think Browns can win this game. I would not be surprised if the Browns win this game and shock the world. And I'm seeing Skip and Shannon being like, "Oh, the Browns are Super Bowl contender." Skip. I can't wait to see all that stuff. I'm going Browns +5. I think this is the year they snap that streak. And Mahomes, and you really see how bad that defense is. They got embarrassed in the Super Bowl. So
I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna go under.
54.
Yeah.
I mean, the best way is to divide it by 2, right? So it's like what? It's like,
Well, because you know for a fact, right? Like the Chiefs can have like 4 touchdowns.
yeah.
Like in the first half.
The Browns,
Yeah,
I
4
don't know,
touchdowns.
man.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could do it. I think
We'll see.
OBJ is gonna be a diva again.
I'm
and
gonna say under. I think it's gonna be a very defensive game. I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be under.
The Chiefs are going to have 28 points. There's going to be like 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
I know.
You'll be like,
Yes.
damn. All right. Well, whatever.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go. He'll go over. Yeah. I'm like, oh, he's got me there. No. I'm going under. I'm gonna stick with my gut. I'm sick of my gut. You know,
You're good, dude.
sick of my gut. Give me the deets for the Rams. Rams,
All right,
Bears.
Bears and Rams, Sunday Night Football, premier game tonight. Bears at Rams, -8.5, over under 47. This is the ultimate don't bet this game. Each team has a new quarterback. Each team is vastly different than they were last year. Just don't bet on this game. Like, there's no point. There's nothing. That being said, for me,
We're gonna bet on the game.
I mean, do you have some facts for us before? I mean, Darnell, do you have some facts for this game?
I got some hard facts for you.
Yeah,
All right,
let's
so
do the
check it out.
facts
Bears Rams. Bears are 9-2 in September under Nagy. Not too bad, honestly. Dalton is 6-17 in primetime games, which is the second lowest win percentage by a QB. However, he's with the Bengals, and they went to the cow bum. So but he's also in the Bears. So
yeah, he's also Andy Dalton.
Yeah, it's rough. Bears have lost 6 of their 7 week 1 games, 6 of the last 7 week 1 games. So they've not been on a hot streak. But again, they had Mitch Trubisky. Actually, they never had a good quarterback, so I can't even say it's because of the quarterback. Rams have allowed less than 20 points in their last 8 games. So in the last 8 games, they've allowed fewer than 20 points. Dalton had a winning record in his first 5 seasons, but in the last 5 seasons, he's had losing records. Yep, and then the Rams 3 corners are rated in the top 10. So, yes, Rams defensively looking a lot better with a better head coach and a lot of good stuff going on there.
Yeah. Okay. See, and so my mind, there's 2 things. One of them is don't bet on this game because Andy Dalton's playing and we got Jared Goff playing. But there's also just history is in my head. I'm thinking Bears, Rams. This is a close game and a low-scoring game. And that's all I can see in my head. So I'm going Bears plus 8.5 because there's no way that the score is going to go more than that. And I'm going under.
That's fair. Okay.
Brother, it's not Jared Goff no more, man. It's Matthew Stafford.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Matthew Stafford. Sorry. Yeah, Matthew Stafford.
That guy's going to sling those touchdowns, bro.
No.
Rams and over.
Yeah, I misspoke. Matthew Stafford, 100%. Again, the new quarterback. But it's not. It doesn't matter because the history's there. This is a low-scoring game. It's a close game. That's it.
No. Let me stop you there. Stop you there. I'm saying right now.
I'm also saying don't bet. Don't bet.
I'm saying Rams take this, right? Because if this was like Justin Fields, I have a bit more confidence, but they're not putting him in. I don't think he's going to play this game because do you want him to jump out against, Aaron Donald? Do you want Aaron Donald coming at your new potential franchise quarterback? Absolutely not. No, sir. Their running back is David Montgomery. I don't think he's going to do too much damage to that Rams run defense. And I will say with Darnell Mooney and Robinson there is some potential there, so maybe they can get the ball moving. But you have 3 top-rated 3 of their cornerbacks were in the top 10 for last year. So that already tells me that they got you covered pretty well on that. On the Rams, however, you have Stafford, who's known for slinging the ball. He's got to play at the awful Lions, and it still stood out somehow. So having a better head coach, better team will let them do a lot more. I'm saying the Rams win this by a lot. I'm saying Rams -8.5, and I'm going to say under just because the Bears are going to get stomped out. So
yeah, it would be like Rams -12 or something. Like they're gonna I think absolutely destroy the Bears. And the Bears is a little revenge game, like in my mind, right? Because the last season, week 1, Bears and Lions, very close game. DeAndre Swift fumbles it at the end. Lions lose, Bears win, Stafford's upset, right? And that stayed with him. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go to LA. I'm gonna beat the shit out of the Bears. Fuck them. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Coming for him.
Yeah.
I love
that.
They
think they're going against the Rams. No, they're going against a former Lion that lost week 1 and lost many Thanksgivings too. So
yeah.
So,
I mean,
get out of him.
Frankly, lost a lot of games in general.
I mean, he wasn't very winning, but
it's the Lions. Look at it.
He might even curse on the field. Yeah, he might just like to their ear.
Or when you can't blame the Lions for being the Lions. So there you go, right there. Again, we look at the expert picks. Everyone's going.
Seltzer sucks, by the way. This is gross.
Yeah. I got Bud Light Seltzer. I'm rocking a Canada Dry, but I'm about to go to the bars. I'm trying to get like something that's not alcohol in my body first to kind of pat it down.
Need like eggs or something.
Well, I had a show to do. I forgot my bacon was in there, so I had to run and grab it real quick. So I raw scream. My bacon is quite crispy. So I was about to eat a burn victim. So we'll see how that goes. But But anyway, again, we're the Tailgate Show, answering your starts and sits. And what game do you guys seem the most interesting to watch, both for the viewer at home and for us, for Dubs and Madman Moan? What game are you most excited to watch this week?
Well, the Chargers game. I mean, the Chargers game for sure.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, with the it's kind of hard to see. We got the bold there. It's fucking stoked. See Herbert, Allen. What's the guy that you picked up in every league right now?
Eckler. Hey, and don't forget, people at home, if you don't know this, if you start Austin Eckler and win with him, you can win a free signed jersey. Use that in your trade baits. When you're like, hey, you want to trade? If he pops off today, you win, and you're scanning that screenshot, and someone gets chosen, you be like, hey, look it, man, if you trade me with Eckler, you also get that benefit of making let's say most league entry fees are $50, right? How much you think an autographed Eckler jersey can go for?
I'm gonna say $5,000 to start off.
Okay,
It's not. Yeah, maybe like 200, 300.
I'd say at least $500. I feel like it's fair.
No, I think you could buy an Eckler jersey non-signed for like 200, 300.
That's actually. I think actually Eckler jerseys probably go for about 100. So either way, it's gonna go like that covers your entry fee and some. So like, hey man, look, if you get Eckler, just win with them 1 week and get that jersey, you're good already. You get your money back. And if he's really good like he's supposed to be, they should be phenomenal. I know I'm watching the Chargers because I have Eckler in every league. I also took Eckler in every league because I believe in the Chargers' potential, but because as a Saints fan, they took our offensive coordinator who was calling those Kamara plays and helped produce Kamara for fantasy. Not to say Kamara is a beast by himself, but having that coaching guidance there helps a lot. They have a coach that knows how to use a running back. That together tells me that the Chargers should be a lot better this season. Eckler should be dominant. And that's exactly what I want.
Let's go.
Yeah, go. I'm stoked for the Detroit Lions. Niners, they're going to be the shit out of the Niners. It's going to be awesome. Everyone's going to be surprised.
When you guys beat the who?
We're going to beat the Niners. 100%.
The Niners. I think to be clear to the viewers, the Lions are the biggest underdog of the week at 9 points.
Close. Yeah, there's I think another team is like plus 8.5. I mean, we're at 9.
Yeah, so less than 9.
Touchdown and a kick.
But
that's it's a minor setback for a major comeback, brother. We're gonna go
Okay.
I've been hearing some rumblings of what's going on in the locker room right now, and it's very exciting. It's very passionate. There's a lot of heart and a lot of grit, and I'm excited to watch that happen. Another little prop bet. Keep an eye for Amon-Ra St. Brown. His name literally translates to sun god. So
yeah.
Let's hope he gets a touchdown.
I like that.
And that's about it, man. Our team's a little rough. Yeah. So, to be fun. Hopefully it's not that crazy, but
I saw online someone asked, they were like, hey, who should I start at flex? Russell Gage, Bryan Edwards, or Gesicki?
Russell Gage, Bryan Edwards, or Gesicki in the flex.
Yep. And just to clarify for those that don't know, Bryan Edwards is on the Raiders.
Yeah, he's someone that like TikTok and like Reddit fantasy football always talks about. But there's like a hype train on him. They want him to do well. They want him to be the number 1 guy. So if I want to go crazy with it, I'll say fuck it. Let's go Bryan Edwards. But I think Russell Gage might be the move. Might slide in. He's ATL, right? He might slide in into that Calvin Ridley role, and Calvin Ridley sliding into the Julio Jones role because Def's changed up and stuff. So that might be the better bet. I know Matty Ice is trying to make an impact this year. He's still trying to compete. But if you're trying to get crazy with it and be like, fuck it, I'm going with the Hard Knocks fan favorite, Bryan Edwards, go for it. I don't blame you. I think Russell Gage is a safer bet.
Yeah, Russell Gage is the play here. I mean, it's a safe bet for sure. I would be starting Russell Gage with those three. Yeah.
Okay, we have a question in chat. Flex, Jamar Chase or Devin Singletary?
Let's go Singletary, baby. Zach Moss is not playing today. Singletary is the RB. He needs to produce. He wants to have that starting role, and this is the week to do it. I'm always going to go with that running back over Jamar Chase, who hasn't played and has fumbled a lot, so he might be in the head, a little goofed up a little bit. I know Burrow loves him, but man, there's so many other wide receivers, so many other players with
This is tough. This
with
is
Cincinnati. So
like Devin. Like, I like Devin Singletary, but let's be true. He's had multiple seasons to become the RB and hasn't. They don't really seem to use him. I feel like at some point they'll have to run. There's that. I also know he's going to do past that Steelers front seven. Jamar Chase does get targets, but he's also dropped them. He also had that quote about
is he the ball quote? Oh,
yeah, where he's like, NFL footballs are bigger. They don't have the stripes on it, so it's like kind of hard to see, which is like, you don't want to hear that from your receiver.
poor kid.
It's like, it's just like, it's like going from softball to baseball. You're like, ball's not yellow, so it makes it kind of hard to see. It's a little bit, baseball's a bit smaller. And you're like, bro, like, you're a professional. Like, we just drafted you. You best learn real quick. So, Jamar Chase is going to get targets. I feel like he's going to do better than Singletary, but frankly, I don't like either of those options. But I would probably go Jamar Chase.
So I would say Jamar Chase did say, so he's actually he's been a little upset with the coverage of his comments. And he said, he did tweet out that I never said it was hard to catch the ball. They asked me what the difference was in the ball. Don't change my words. Yep. So they're just saying, what's the difference in college and NFL is, the stripes and there's less white things on it. And so it's harder to see or something like that. And they kind of grew that into, man, it's hard for me to catch this damn ball out here. So, yeah. So apparently he's saying, I can catch the damn ball. Don't worry about it. But that being said, it's a rookie. It's a rookie with a team on rookies and rookie on rookie on rookie. So you never know.
Rookie.
Yeah, they tend to break out like towards the middle or towards the end. And you saw that happen last year with Justin Jefferson. So that's like the best.
Like week 3.
But even like Claypool and it's very rare for a rookie just to ball out week 1. I think the last one in my heart that I remember was Odell Beckham Jr. When he like went undrafted in a lot of fantasy football leagues. Plot twist, he killed it.
Ernie said, "Thanks, fellas. I'm more confused now. Look it, bro. It's a tough one."
Start Singletary,
bro. Singletary. Zach Moss isn't playing, so I'm not saying like Singletary's going to be the guy all season. Zach Moss is not playing today, and this Bills Mafia, they don't want Josh Allen to run that much anymore because this guy just loves running. And this might be a good game for him. This might be the only game, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
It is, and running back points are more guaranteed. I mean, they get the ball and they just have to move forward. There's no catching
Jamar
involved.
Chase is just a lot of other wideouts. I know Joe Burrow's his boy, but there's so many other wideouts. They have Mixon too, who's like the pass catching like running back that's gonna tear it up. Like it's just a little bit tougher. So I'll go Singletary solely on the fact that he's like the RB of that team for today. So,
boom.
I like it.
Another question I saw online: Brandon Cooks or Juju?
I'm
I like Cooks.
Juju. I'll go Juju because based off my bets.
There's 3 people there. There's 2 people on that 3 receivers to target. Cooks is the guy. There's no Will Fuller there. Like who's number 2 for the Texans?
The number 2.
So who you gonna throw the ball to?
Who's throwing the ball?
Someone's got to look at. He's an NFL quarterback. He still knows how to throw a ball. I'm going Jarek. I'm going Brandon Cooks. Gotta be Brandon Cooks. Gotta be.
Let's see.
Someone had who else starting fantasy? Jalen Hurts or Ben Roethlisberger. Like Jalen's the way to go. I feel like that one's pretty straightforward. That feels like the way to go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to see. Wait, who's throwing the ball today for the Texans?
Tyrod Taylor.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, Tyrod. Yeah, he's all right.
All right, appreciate the time and advice. We got you, brother. Any other questions you have, feel free to let us know. We are live on Twitter. Oh, we're live here, and we're on Twitter, so feel free to ping us and pop in. Again, any fantasy questions you may have, we're here to answer. So don't be afraid to pop in and ask away. Aaron Swinson asks, how much work does Taysom Williams get today? Tyson Williams. He is Baltimore, right?
Yeah, he's the replacement. I think he's gonna get a lot.
He's gonna get some work. I don't think he's gonna get too much. I
don't think Bell is active yet, so just a heads up.
Wow.
And Latavius Murray.
Raiders.
I think if anything, he's gonna take up kind of
Here's the thing is,
This is
Here's
if
the
there's
thing
a
is-
week to play him, it's probably the week.
the Ravens still running backs from the Saints. They took our Ingram and they took our Latavius Murray. I think Murray is going to fit in well there. If he plays today, I think he's going to do better than Taysom. He's a rookie. I feel like I would want to stack the box and try to stop him from running and try to stop Lamar from running and force Lamar to throw because historically I don't think he's been their best quarterback. And I'm sure NFL coaches and defense coordinators have been looking at more tape than I have, and I'd rather have him throw to busted old Hollywood Brown or top Mark Andrews. Otherwise than that, there's no one on that field I'm worried about him throwing it deep to. So I'm going to stack the box and try to stop that run. I don't think he's going to be too productive, frankly. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Tyson Williams, you got to put him in though. If you got him in a flex, well, it depends on the other players, but he's the guy now.
I say it's going to be a 60-40 backfield. Like, if that's put numbers out.
Well, maybe down the line, but to start
the
off,
40?
I see a lot of comps to James Robinson.
James Robinson, yeah.
James Robinson wasn't the guy, and he came in because they got rid of Fournette, and he absolutely tore it up. One, because of need, and then two, because of speed. This guy was just quick.
Need and speed.
Yeah, maybe they should make a game about that.
Another question. William asks, Javonte Williams or Kenyon Drake? Kenyon Drake is a backup on the Raiders. Javonte Williams. So many
He's
new names.
competing for the RB1 spot, I think, with the
Broncos, right?
The Broncos, right?
I go Javonte. I don't think
Yeah,
Josh Jacobs is the Raiders guy. Kenyon Drake didn't really do too much. I think in fantasy, I think he did well. I think on actual terms of on-field productivity, I don't think he contributes to the team in any significant way. But also they had a running quarterback. I think Josh Jacobs has that position down. It's his to lose. I don't want to start a guaranteed RB2 when there's an RB1 on that squad. With that being said, I would probably go Javonte, where at least he can take the title. Yes, Melvin Gordon's there, but Melvin Gordon ain't the Melvin Gordon we used to know.
Wow. R.I.P. Melly G.
Yeah, man, that guy was a king.
It was good while it lasted, dude.
He looked at his hair too. You know, he used to have his long, like little dreads and stuff. Now it's like all like regular haircut.
Yeah.
Not no more. Not no more. Another question online. I need help. I need to start two of these RBs. Mostert, Carson, Chubb. Chubb, I say start Chubb.
Ooh.
Boom. They got a great O-line. I'm starting Chubb. Oof. Now, who do the Seahawks play? Seahawks.
Yeah. Yeah, Mostert. We said Mostert, right?
Well, that was earlier.
Mostert was for a
Like the
different one.
pass.
That was
Yeah, but
Mostert
we
for
said
James.
So much good stuff about him. I would do Mostert and Chubb because again, Mostert's the RB on that squad.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be a freaking bloodbath.
Seahawks play the Colts though.
Yeah, but I think they have some healthy players back. Like they have Quentin Nelson that's healthy, and then they have Carson Wentz. He's healthy too. So it does change up that team a little bit. It makes it significantly better. I know their wideout situation's a little rough, but I just I'm betting against my own team here, right? Like Lions are +9.
Yeah.
The Niners have to be up. Let's have Mostert in there.
Okay.
And if it's not that, and if it's not the case, right? Let's say it's closer than it is. Mostert's still gonna get his playtime. He's still gonna get his runs in.
There.
Who's the head coach? The Niners? Is it Jim Harbaugh or right?
I forget. We
Still?
do have another. So wrap up. We have another question in the
so.
chat. So we have another question there. We have Javonte Williams. Wait, no, we already answered that one. We have Hurts or Big Ben.
Kyle Shanahan. Hurts or
Kyle
Big Ben.
Shanahan was the guy, right?
Yeah.
Kyle
Yeah,
Shanahan.
Jim Harbaugh is freaking.
Yeah, again, we talked about it. I saw one TikTok. It's week 1. I'm going Big Ben here. I'm just saying he's tired. It's going to be probably 400 passing yards on like 7 passes. He's just going to be chucking that shit.
I think he lost weight too, though.
Oh, okay. So even better.
But for Big Ben, it's not like I think when
Yeah.
he loses weight, he doesn't like he just like it really just means that he shaved his beard down a little bit. like he's still Big Ben. Remember?
Yeah.
He's still Big Ben. I like
Big
Hurts.
Ben.
I like Hurts. Hurts is gonna move. And I feel like he's got more to prove. Big Ben. I just feel like he's held together by duct tape. But he does have 3 receivers to throw to. So Big Ben.
Yeah.
Big Ben's got 3 receivers to throw to, so I'm like, I think. But
We
also
even
Najee.
talked about Najee, yeah. Najee.
Yeah.
But duct tape is super reliable. So, I mean, everyone uses it.
Depends what brand you're looking at. Yeah.
We have Aaron here who's a Bills fan, and he says, not Big Ben against the Bills, baby. He's like, mistake. He's going to get sacked a lot today.
Well, see, the thing with
Probably.
Big Ben is he could take those hits. Like,
Not anymore, he can't. I don't know if he can keep taking those hits.
he lost
Nah.
weight.
He's slim, dude.
He's
never
more
been
fragile. All that blubber
He's
is taking those
smaller,
impacts. Nah, bro. You about to get
He's
rocked,
still, he's seasoned. He's a well-seasoned vet. He
dude.
kind of reminds me of the quarterback from any given Sunday.
He's that old horse that becomes glue next season. Like, oh no. No.
He's one broken ankle away from just getting gunned down. Like, hey, we could turn you into Elmer. Yeah.
Yikes.
Oof. There's a question online. It's a very interesting one. Who should I start on my second flex spot? So 2 flex league. They have Paris Campbell, Mike Williams, or Kenyon Drake. I don't like getting Kenyon Drake. I don't like going with the guaranteed RB2 on the squad. So
I don't love Mike Williams.
It's Paris Campbell then.
Mike Williams or who? Kenyon Drake?
Or Paris Campbell.
Paris Campbell.
Oh, with the Colts, right? Paris Campbell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Mike Williams. Okay, let's go Mike Williams. Paris Campbell, I don't know shit about you, bro. Mike
He's on the
Williams,
Colts.
I know a little bit. I know a little bit of Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Mike Williams is on Chargers. I like their explosive offense. So I would do Mike Williams. If Mike is a Chargers fan and said, ugh.
Well, no, it's not. But we got Josh Palmer out here. He's trying to make something for himself. So I feel like he's gonna get some catches. Paris Campbell, he's just new. You believe this guy was born in 1997? The fuck are we doing? But yeah, like it's I don't know. Mike Williams is the worst bet. He's not the worst bet.
And also another question Aaron asked, Ramon, how do you like Marvin Jones today?
I love Marvin Jones. They got him for a reason. He's gonna get a touchdown. Marvin Jones is gonna get a touchdown. I love him for a
Soda bet.
flex play. Soda bet, I'm down, dude. Let's go.
Y'all play who? 49ers?
No. This is Marvin Jones is on the Jags.
I'll play Texans. I'm not taking that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. What? Put your money where your soda is, bro.
Don't you still owe 2 from last season?
Well, then take one out. Cancel it out. Let me cancel it. Let me get.
All right. For a chance of redemption, if Marvin Jones has not scored 10 points or more,
10 points.
Yeah.
Let's say meet me halfway at 8.
no, because the touchdown's what, like 7? Like you get 6 for the touchdown, half a point for the catch. That's 6.5.
Well, let's go like 8.5. Then.
Nah, bro, you gotta go 10. You gotta come. All right, I'll do 9.5.
That's fair.
I get him Vegas odds 9.5.
You could just give me 9.
No.
9. It only makes sense. because
9.5. No, 9.5.
Number 9's been.
You have Tyrod Taylor as your opponent. Now, if it was Deshaun Watson, I would be like, okay.
All right, dude. Book it.
9.5. 9.5.
Book
If
it,
he does
dude.
better than that, we cancel out one or so. You still gotta do 1, but we'll cancel out. If not, you have 3. Just
Book that shit, bro.
there it is.
Damn.
Rush trying to give you down to 7. I was like, oh hell no. He gets a 2-yard reception.
Yeah.
It's like
I said
touchdown.
halfway. I said meet me halfway. Then I said like 8. So, bad math.
Let's see here. Where are the questions we got? Checking the web, checking the internet. Let's find some more questions. And again, those in the chat, feel free to ask away as we answer your fantasy football questions. Answer your questions, Aaron. Give me some Bills deets I need to know today, because I'm very curious on what y'all do to. I'll see who, like, how, what are you expecting the game plan going to be? Are you guys going to win? By how much? So many questions. Everyone's talking about Elijah Moore or DJ Chark. I feel like I go DJ DJ Chark. DJ Chark.
I'm so glad you did that because every time I hear it, that goes in my head. Every time.
Right.
Without fail.
I feel like that's what you gotta do. This is like that one feels like a pretty cut and dry one. I'm like, you regressed last year, but this is a new year. He said Cole Beasley had a career year last season. Is he playing this season? Because I know he was very iffy on the COVID thing. Aaron says I think we win by 7 at least.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
7. So 6.5. RSC.
Okay.
But did he see the TikTok that I saw? Because
Singletary could be a sneaky play. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I like Singletary.
Okay.
Today.
Again, if you guys have any starting sit questions, please feel free to ask us. We're 7 minutes away from the first Sunday of football. I am pumped. I got my jersey on. I'm rocking that Kamara jersey, baby. And I do actually have him in the league for once. For once, I finally have Kamara in the league, and it doesn't feel as great as the other seasons because there's no Drew Brees there. Like,
yeah, it happens.
I feel like this is the girl I saw in high school that I always wanted to date. She was like, but she had boyfriend after boyfriend after boyfriend, and now, like, we're out of college. We're like, I saw her at Starbucks. She's working at Starbucks. I was like, I'm getting ready to go to my law firm, and it's like, oh, sure. Like, I wanted you back then, but I was also taking
You
it.
have a suit on? You're like, I can fix it.
I'm like, ooh. It's like, he's like, yeah, it's the Winston times now. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Aaron says Gabe Davis could be a huge sleeper. Gabriel Davis could be. You guys have Emmanuel Sanders though. Why haven't you said Emmanuel Sanders can be a sleeper? Because I feel like no one's really talking about Emmanuel Sanders. So in my mind, I feel like if you said he's going to be huge, he would still be a sleeper, right? Like, do you think Emmanuel Sanders isn't going to be as productive, Aaron? Like, give me those Carfax as a dedicated Buffalo Bills Mafia man.
Wait, Darnell, you can't play TikToks in here, can you?
You can send it to me and I can figure it out.
I mean, I sent it to you. It's that's the one that convinced me to choose the Steelers. I sent it in the TTG chat.
Okay. Let me get I can get this working.
I feel like that's all I needed. When I saw that, I was like, no, this makes sense, dude. This makes sense. Like,
I gotta save this video, then send it to myself. I gotta do the whole run around, but I got you.
I'm excited.
Let's see here. I'm looking at some more questions. I'm trying to find all the good questions. Like, because the first week, it's like everyone, I think, feels confident, and then they'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Emmanuel will draw more coverage. That makes sense. Look at someone right now added Jacksonville and dropped Pittsburgh. Like, I love getting the alerts during, like, each time I get an alert during, like, the live show, I'm always trying to, like, to look over. Because I'm like, wait, who's doing what? What are they doing? What do they know? Like, because the good thing about being in multiple leagues is that if someone does something in one league, you can do it in the other league.
What I love is that I'll spend like the whole week, rating shit, just like messing around with my little lineup here and there and plugging people in and out, doing whatever, and then I go against someone that like just like started whoever like Yahoo put them in, and they win. It took them like 2 minutes to even look at the roster.
Wait, what? Repeat that for me?
Whereas it took me a whole week. I'll spend days just looking at research, messing around with my roster, trying to get the right guys in there. And then I'll go against someone that just casually plays fantasy football, like just like likes football and has their team, and it's already lined up for them, right? Like it's one of the slots that Yahoo just inputted it after the draft.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Here
they
you
win
go.
by like 15, and I'm just like,
That is the worst.
sure, dude.
I feel like
I have a fantasy football show.
it happens to everyone at least once a season, and it's a very humbling experience. Because very
Well,
quickly,
there's people in our leagues that are just like, they're not like us and don't win.
we're in here hosting the show. We're like, yeah. I'm like watch probably next week. I'm like, Gronk is a must start, and they'll get like 2 points. And I'm just like,
Can't win them all.
Okay.
there's no justice. There's no justice in the universe.
Return this Tampa Bay Bucks Gronk jersey.
He's broken.
They,
My Gronk's not working. Let's see. Okay, I got your video. I'm pulling it up right now as we speak.
All right.
As
Yeah,
we
this
speak.
is okay. When you see this, you're gonna be like, I have to vote on the Steelers.
Okay. All right. What? Aaron asked, what do we do with Zeke? Oof.
Drop him. Drop him.
Trade him.
Zeke is trash. He's been trash since last year. Everyone blamed Dak Prescott. Then Andy Dalton came in. Everyone's like, Andy Dalton's gonna be good. I would sell Zeke as high as you can and just get with someone you're gonna trust.
Pair him up with like a whiteout.
You ain't gonna never see me hate on no nigga. I think it's worth
There you
better.
go.
I'm
Here's
trying to
the
go
TikTok
shop
up
with
right
yeah, what
now.
you need, little nigga. We having the bags of gas and they moving fast. And you can imagine that bitch on the way. My bro catch the pack like it's mad.
Oh,
Having my way with the act. Come on.
Oh,
Fuck on the floor, fuck a
jeepers.
mattress. They probably saying.
Little TikTok guy. One more time because it's so short. It's so short. Let me get that one more time. The little TikTok.
You ain't gonna never see me
Bills
hate
seem
on
to have
no
an
nigga. I
easy
think
win
it's
against the
worth
Steelers
better. I'm
on
trying to go shop
Sunday.
with yeah, what you need, little nigga. We having the bags of gas and they
oof.
moving fast. And you
Ooh,
can
I'm glad
imagine
Aaron's still here to watch
that
this.
bitch on the
Aaron's
way.
like,
My
what
bro
is
catch the
this?
pack like it's mad. Go. Having my way with the act. Come on. Fuck on the floor, fuck a mattress. They probably saying.
Aaron, what do you think about that TikTok? Is that accurate? Aaron's like, I don't.
It's trash.
this trash TikTok off.
It's
Trash,
so
yeah.
random. I
First-
saw them all. Like, yeah, then it was like Deontay, Juju, and Chase. Then Eric Ebron was killing it. Najee. I mean, I was like, this is it. Yeah, you can't forget. You can't forget. But
Trash.
shout out the Bills though. This is no hate to the Bills. This is just because the Bills could have made the exact same TikTok, and like my man out there not wearing a mask and stuff, like this crazy thing.
Aaron,
And I would have been just as excited, but I just saw this one first.
Aaron
That's all.
says, all I see is a bunch of little kids dancing and some out of shape old men.
That's fair. That's fair.
Dang. Freaking yeah, dude. Well, the Bills, man, you guys gotta figure it out. You guys like canceled your ketchup thing. You guys used to do this ketchup thing where you guys would just spray people with ketchup or whatever, and then like lick it off or whatever. And that thing got canceled. It's canceled. Like there was this
Ooh.
guy, right? This guy with a hot dog, and he'd be like,
Yeah,
ketchup me, and they just freaking sprayed this guy, like just bukkake him with ketchup.
yeah.
Bill's got some weird traditions, bro.
They
That's what-
got rid of it. They don't do
It's
it
cold. It's cold out there.
because of COVID, I think.
Oh my god. Oh my god, girls. Guys, if you ain't got your lineups in, we are starting it's it. It's football
Oh,
time.
shit.
So begins Road to the Super Bowl. May everyone
Let's
have the best of
go.
luck. If you guys are watching or have watched, this is the Tailgate Show. We'll be back later this week giving you more fantasy updates, going over the week we have. And of course, we'll be back live every Sunday before kickoff, giving you guys all the details on starts and sits and such and such and such and such and such. Are there any words of wisdom y'all wish to depart with everyone before we go off, watch the games, or in Ramon's case, take a nap?
Just have fun, get drunk, don't get a DUI, and thank God football's back, baby. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I already got the game on. I turned it on right now. I saw it's 10 o'clock, but the game's already
I'm about
up,
to
so
hop
I'm
in my
ready.
car and drive to the bar and watch the game. I want to be
Yeah.
like, I don't know, some football. And then if the Saints lose, I'm just going to just soak off and be like,
Yeah,
we had Drew Brees,
But yeah, so this is all good. All good things.
As Lions
Yeah,
fans would say.
do not buy this Bud Light Seltzer Blue Raspberry. This is probably the grossest drink. ever.
Ew, why
Yeah.
would you buy a
Well, I didn't
Why?
buy this. I was given this one single can. Like there's
Oh.
no 6-pack, no 12-pack. Somehow in the world, someone was like, "You need this," and I was like, "All right, for sure." And then I opened it today, and plot twist.
They do have like that hippie pack, but like,
It was like a prank. Maybe they did it on purpose. to,
Oh,
like,
man.
make people, like, upset.
That's awful. That is awful.
regular Bud Light seltzers are great, to be clear. But those ones, that variety pack, the hippie one is not good. It's not good at all.
No, that sounds awful. Ugh. Blue raspberry?
Yeah,
It's
not
a
good.
beer company. I don't want blue raspberry anything. Oh,
It's not
Bud
good
Light.
or no. Not good or no.
Ugh.
I'm gonna drink it all though. I mean, fuck it. I ain't no bitch.
You're already
Ah.
taking L's, Field. You're already taking L's.
Alright.
And the team has been
Damn.
Shit, you're cute.
Damn.
But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This is the Tailgate Show. We'll see you guys later. Best of luck in fantasy.
Let's fucking go. Let's
Yeah.
go. And it's me and you this week, Darnell. Me and you this week in one of the leagues.
It's so many leagues, but I got it. You can't out to a hot start. I got you. Look, I'm gonna come back next week and be like, well, with a cigar in my mouth. I'm like, well.